a procedure in sequencing a track on the Korg Kronos. So to begin, you first want to go to the sequence over here. I don't think you can see it. Over here, there is a button with SEQ on it. That's the sequence button. When you press that, it goes from this screen to this screen. Okay. Over here, you can see a listing of 16 tracks for instruments. And if you press this, you can also see a listing of 16 tracks for audio, depending on what you want to do. So I'm just going to stay put here on track 1 for an instrument. I am going to select from the instrument's drums, and I'm going to look for something more on the dance side of things. So as you can see, I am selecting that. So let me adjust the camera so you can see what I'm doing closely. All right, I'll just have to go with one in the interest of time. So let's choose that. Now that we've got our kit selected, the next thing we're going to do is where we have sequencer, not here, this is sampling, but where we have sequencer, we are going to hit record/write. And we're going to make sure that the tempo is what we need it to be. So I'm going to turn down the tempo over here. Okay, I've actually got this. I should have used this. I don't know if you can see it, but over here we have a dial that you can use to adjust the tempo down. Otherwise, you'll be there till tomorrow using that one. So I've got it till about 90. Okay, now that I've got the tempo set, I am going to hit start stop, and that will put the recording into gear. 2, 3, begin. Now I only recorded 4 measures because I intend looping it, and there's a way you can loop what you have done. Yes, so in the preference tab, you can select what mode. So if you want loop all tracks, you select loop all tracks, and you can loop it for 4 measures. So next time I go to play, it should play for just 4 measures, okay? Next, I'm going to go to track 2 in the interest of time. And I am going to select an electric piano, but I have to select track 2 first before selecting the actual piano I want. So that's not a bad piano. I'm going to go ahead and hit record and start stop again. It's going to count in for 8 bars. So with that done, I've got my drums and my bass, and I'm going to go to track 3. Track 3, I am going to select a bass. So looking at the categories here for bass, there is bass. It's a little bit aggressive. That's not a bad one. Chameleon bass. I couldn't resist the temptation to hear what it sounds like, because I know it's like from Herbie's song. All right, that's not bad. Let's go ahead and choose that one. And just so you know, you can also go into preferences and you can adjust the count in. Instead of it to be 2, just choose 1 instead of 2. And that will make it count shorter, saving you some more time. So let's hit record, start, stop, go. How easy was that? Now you have a track that is almost cooked. You can put some strings on that. So let's go to 4. And track 4. Let's use some strings. Some really calm strings. Rainy days and Monday. Okay, let's choose that. And let's turn down the volume. And what you see me do here, I'm going to pan it a little bit to the right, and I'm going to pan the keys a little bit, or pan it a little bit to the left, pan the keys a little bit to the right. So when you hear it next time, you're going to hear the keys more in one side than the other, just for some sound separation. Let's go ahead and record this last string track. 2, 3, go. Not bad. So I'm going to keep adjusting it. So not bad for a very quick sequence. Now there's some other parameters here that you could get into the effect section, which on this keyboard has always been a little bit of a toss-up and a struggle, so I probably shouldn't go there today. of what this keyboard can do. Over the past number of minutes, we've been taking a look at various aspects of the keyboard, taking a look at the combi, the program, and the sequence, which form the core of the keyboard. I hope that it gave you a good idea of its capability. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Just put a comment below, and I will comment as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Take care. Talk to you soon.